Okay, so now let's revive the people of Zema. Everyone's back to normal. And then for Birth Valley, let's go save Professor Holt. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Professor. Well, he's certainly talkative, that's for sure. Yeah, we need to calm you down. You've just been through quite the traumatic experience. And apparently he doesn't even realize it. Oh well. Well, no wasted motion from him. He's getting right back to work. And away he goes. Yeah, but we got the job done. Well, that concludes this session of the game. So, time to kick back and relax. Except for Han, who's gonna be going back to the academy. And Grizz, who still has a vendetta to deal with. Yeah, he's dead set on taking down Zio. But of course, the bridge is out. And then this happens. Yeah, we've got more problems to deal with. So much for the rest. Guess who's back? Big Ugly Iglanova. Yes, now Chaz? Well, we're gonna use the same strategy as we did last time against this guy. But of course, now that we have superior weapons and armor, this will go by much more quickly. See, we won't get as much of an effect this time as we did previously. So, yeah, as always, the Iglanova is no real threat, and the Xanafalgs go down in one hit. That, of course, is further enhanced by the fact that Alice now has 2 slashers to throw and not just 1. So the Xanafalgs get their pleasure doubled. Or in this case, their pain. Alice is just swatting them away like flies. And now comes another Xanafalg. And another. I can't imagine this going too much longer. At least we can appreciate the Ignanova's eyes flashing. But not anymore, it's dead already. And as you can see, we got a lot less experience in Masada as we did the first time. But still, we got as much as we possibly could out of this battle. So another Iglanova bites the dust. And now the townspeople are paranoid. Yeah, you know what's happening, don't you? This time, it's 1,000 Masada for Han to pay up and save the professor again. And yeah, he's gonna have to save up for his wedding a little bit longer. But that 1,000 Masada is not gonna go to waste. We can go over here to the weapons and armor store, because they have better stuff, but not all that much. Like, for example, the only real weapon we can get here is the Broad Axe, which is an improved axe for Grizz. So we have that going for us. And then on the armor side, we can buy a graphite suit. And only Han can be equipped with it, which means he can finally get his outdated carbon suit out of the way. It's finally been obsoleted. But that doesn't mean he's going to be any more defensively oriented than he already is. He's still going to be not all that strong. Yeah, 28 in terms of defense. Sorry. And as always, we're going to be getting rid of the old armor and weapons by discarding them. Rude but effective. Yeah, we got everything. So, let's be on our way. Back into Birth Valley we go! So, we'll save it first. Because you never know. And start of Birth Valley Round 2. More of the same old as we had the first time. Of course, as I mentioned before, we're much stronger, so they're easily swatted away. And I think that match against the Ignonovas in that particular round was actually a no-damage run. I think that was indeed a no-damage run that time. I'll have to go back and review this video when it's all said and done, but I'm pretty sure that was a no-damage run. So, as you can see, we've got a bit of a problem here. This is, of course, where we found these guys initially after they've been petrified by Zio. But now they're both out on... They've both been knocked down. And are we fearing the worst? We could be. So here we go. From the ancients to the super high-tech futuristic modern. Welcome to the bioplant. And it doesn't take us long for us to trigger an alarm. And Han is already in a panic. And no, men are not cowards. You simply said that for the context of the storyline of this game. Jeez, Alice, you don't have to be that way. As you can see, no real alarm. We just were sterilized by an alarm. So, all we just have to do is follow the lines and we'll be fine. But there is some stuff that we can find as well while we're here. There are some treasure chests. Not there, though. That's strange, I thought there was one over there. I only play all my RPGs once a year. So, sometimes I can forget where stuff is, even if I've played a particular game a lot. But as you can see, yeah, we're starting to fight high-tech opposition here in the bioplant. Start off with that trio of sensor bits, and they're right back for more punishment. And so are we. And Chaz missed! But thankfully they missed Alice. So, I guess we're even. And yeah, you can see, experience in Masada, huge jump from what we were experiencing in the warehouse. There's what we were looking for, and we get another Cure Peril. And now a quartet of armed drones. As you can see, they punch fast and hard, and they do good damage. One more. There it is. And Han's experience level goes up, and as you saw, well, just briefly, because I'm flipping through the buttons so fast, that we gained 128 experience points and 372 Masada. That's pretty substantial for this stage of the game. So we have two different branching paths that we'll be looking into after we deal with a couple of mutants here. We've got a pair of Ismunos, a pair of fish-like creatures. They're also amphibious. But they're dead. So we're gonna take the left passage first, because there is a particular item that we can get going this side. But to do so, we have to go past all these empty boxes and find what we're looking for, which is a graphite crown. and that's an improved head armor for Alice. 4 defense points increased. And then, well, let's take care of these Ismunos first. And as always, when Han gets hit, I get nervous. Thankfully, they're not getting too many hits on me. And down he goes. So, now, as I was saying, we have this situation here. Unauthorized entry prohibited beyond this point. And you're probably wondering why? Well, as you can see, this little passage is caved in, which means there's no way we're getting through. So we have no choice but to use the other elevator to continue on. And now we have Geist Falgs to deal with, enhanced versions of Xanafalgs, and these obviously take more points of damage to kill, and they can hurt Chaz quite bad. Thankfully, half of them are gone. And so those are out of the way. And now we have a pair of Neo Whistles to deal with. And shooting off their Gatling guns. Oh my! Oh my! That's not good! Han barely gets through the battle by the skin of his teeth! Yeah, I think monomates are gonna be needed by quite a few people here. I'm gonna try and save the res spell as much as I can. But yeah, Han with a narrow escape. I would not have wanted to have restarted this. And I'm not taking any chances with Han either because, yeah, these things hurt. These things hurt bad. Ugh. Why does it always have to be such a nervous battle with Han around? Thankfully, we get to move on, and 2 gains of experience levels. One for Alice, one for Grizz, and they're both at 10. And let's not take any chances and heal Alice. Okay, now we have Gwilganovas to deal with. Enhanced version of the Iglanova, and I'm not going to take any chances because I want to try and finish these guys off as much as possible. Yeah, let's go with the Watt spell, see what that can do. And of course, they're gonna spawn Geist Falgs. Yeah, I don't have much experience dealing with these guys, so I want to try and finish them off as much as I can. And wow, we killed off the Gwilganova faster than I thought we would. But as you can see, we got quite a substantial amount of Masada out of it. So now let's use the other path. Well, not yet. We have these arm drones to deal with. And they're punching the living daylights out of Alice. Get him this time? Well, not if you only hit 50-50 and... Guys, come on! We're not shooting the breeze here. We're not supposed to be feigning these things, we're supposed to be killing them off. Some people, I tell you. And yeah, let's heal Han as well. Always a nervous experience with Han around. More Ismunos. Oh. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, that's one gone. And Han's almost dead. Of course, he's so dazed and weak, he can't even hit the thing. Thankfully, Grizz picks up the spare and we're still in this thing. Yeah, 50 HP, that's the maximum you can heal with a monomate. And as you can see, similar stuff to what we saw at the start of the game, or at least in the first dungeon. And I'm gonna pass on the Groganova here. I wanna save my stuff as much as I can, just for precautionary reasons. And sensor bit and Neo Whistle to deal with. The bullets go flying. And now it's 50-50s. But her team picks up the slack. And as you can see, nothing to the left, so we gotta go to the right. And a free turn on 3 is Munos. 1 is down. Don't get 2. And that's it. And we get a monomate from those guys. Thank you for the reimbursement. But I'm going to play it safe here. Give Chaz a heal. And Grizz. So we're past halfway. And we get a new sword for Chaz, which is the ceramic sword. And this is where the game gets weird in terms of stuff you can equip. Because I'm sure you're familiar with what ceramic is. Ceramic is basically hardened clay. And I've always wondered how it's possible that hardened clay can be more deadly than titanium. Can anyone explain that to me? Can anyone explain that to the gameplay people at Sega, the people responsible for this game? Yeah, we're into the weird phase of this game as far as equipable items. So let's deal with these guys. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. And we get another antidote. And we're almost out of here. Yeah, that's the last elevator, and we're not going to get to use it yet. One last line of defense. And once again, they're dead set on trying to kill Han. And it doesn't help when we shoot the breeze. But the battle is over, and Chaz gains an experience level. He's now at 10. One last round of healing just to be safe.